With the news we got about Eddie today, nothing else really matters.
Yeah. Woohoo! We are in a snow week. Yeah. Can't get any better.
Hello, welcome to Hawks Recap. Game 75 is over and done with for the Hawks. It means only 7 games left in the season. But for this one, the Hawks lose at home to the Vancouver Canucks by a score of 5-2, a match between two bottom feeder teams, and the Hawks have now given up at least 5 goals in their last 5 games, and unsurprisingly, they've lost every single one of them. Bold strategy seems to be working, though, at least if you're trying to get that first pick. Doing pretty well in that regard. Before I get into the game a bit, I guess I'm just going to apologize right away for my shoddy guitar skills. They're not great, but you know what? Sometimes I like to just give it a shot every now and then, and you know, that's what you got to do. Sometimes when you're not very good, say at hockey, you kind of just need to give some guys a shot, see what they can do, and well, it's kind of what the Hawks are doing. Taves wasn't in the lineup. He suffered an upper body injury in the last game at some point. I don't know, he played up until the last 2 minutes of the game, but he could have been having a nagging injury, and then maybe it flared up in the last day or so. Who knows? And for those of you wondering, since the captain, Jonathan Taves, wasn't in the lineup, we had a third A on the squad, a third alternate captain. Some might think Sharp would get it since he's been an alternate captain in the past, but in recent years, Patrick Kane has worn that third alternate. He would get it again today. Pretty much a no-brainer, really. First period was going pretty well for the Hawks in their early going. They were really limiting the Canucks' chances, but it seemed like that strategy kind of backfired on them as the Canucks would find back in that first 7 minutes into the game. Canucks on a 3-on-2, and Edler gets the puck in the high slot. He blows it by Berube, who started this game, would not finish. Canucks up 1-0. Thankfully, a minute later, the Hawks are able to tie it up. Hawks on the offensive rush. Kane with the puck. He draws a couple defenders, leaves the puck off for Seabrook, who is pretty much all alone. He rips a slap shot, and it kind of redirects off Schmaltz, so it's ultimately Schmaltz's goal, but that's just a cannon of a shot by Seabrook. He, I thought, played a great game, and this one had a number of great offensive looks and chances and some powerful shots. Hawks tie it up 1 apiece. So that was an encouraging sign for the Hawks to show that they still had a little bit of fight in them, even though they've been eliminated from the playoffs. Giving up a goal early, just coming right back and tying it back up. Like to see that. Definitely like to see that. This game would stay tied most of the first period, and then about 3 minutes left to go in the first frame. The Canucks with an offensive zone draw. DeBrincat taking the face-off. He loses it. Like I said, got guys trying different positions, different situations. Canucks run a set play off that face-off. The shot gets on goal. Berube makes the save, but Henrik Sedin is right there, puts home the rebound, and the Canucks grab a 2-1 lead, and they would take that into the second period. Second period for the Hawks would be a bit of a rough one, although it started off pretty decently. Martinson with an absolutely huge hit in the neutral zone, and then fights afterwards. It seems like this is kind of Martinson's thing. Seems like a bit of a one-trick pony a little bit. He hits a lot. He hits hard. Gets in some fights. Doesn't do a whole lot else. But he actually draws a penalty with the fighting because Pouliot, who he was fighting, actually grabbed his jersey and ripped off the fight strap that's on the back. So Hawks go to the power play. However, they would be 0 for 4 on the power play in this game. Yeah, just more of what we've seen this season. 7 minutes into the second period, Bo Horvat would get a bit of a semi-breakaway and would go 5-hole on Berube. I don't know what Berube was doing. Bo Horvat could have easily just not gone 5-hole and just kept the puck and went for a wide-open cage if he held it. But he kind of went the hard route and still scored. Berube was just down and out and just, I don't know what he was doing. But 3-1 Canucks. Then about 9.5 minutes into the second period, Edler with the puck at the point. He would throw a shot on net. It would be knuckling a little bit, kind of end-over-end puck. Not a whole lot of traffic in front for Berube. Maybe Hinostroza screened him, but he just waved his glove and missed. And puck goes in. It's 4-1 Canucks. Like I said, Berube would not make it to the end of this game. In fact, he would basically just make halfway there. Bon Jovi would be proud. So Forsberg comes in and stops the rest of the pucks in the period, so we got that going for us, which is nice. Canucks take a 4-1 lead into the third period. 3.5 minutes into the third period, a bit of bad luck for the Hawks. The Canucks with the puck in the offensive zone. They take a shot from the point, and the puck is going wide. Going to miss the net, but Sutter is right there in the puck's path. Bad news for Sutter. The puck hits him right in the ankle. Ow. If you've never been hit by a puck anywhere on the body, I'll tell you right now, it hurts. He was feeling it. Good news for him, though, is that after the puck hit him, puck went into the back of the net. So it's now 5-1 Canucks. Nothing Forsberg could do about that. So apart from that goal, Forsberg had a pretty darn good relief appearance. With about 3.5 minutes left to go in the game, the Blackhawks try and start their comeback. Brandon Saad throws the puck to the front of the net. Highmore is right there with his stick. He gets his stick on the puck. He gets it by Markstrom for his second career NHL goal. But it would be a little too late for the Hawks, as they would fall to the Canucks in this one 5-2 and finish off their 3-game homestand winless. Now, I don't think the Hawks played all too terribly in this game. They did outshoot the Canucks 41-27, but they just didn't have any scoring touch. They had about 3 or 4 open nets and just missed all of them. If that isn't a microcosm of this season, I don't really know what is. So up next for the Hawks, they travel out east to play the New York Islanders in a little town called Brooklyn. I might break this guy out again, play a little number during the intro. We'll see how much sleep I get until then, though. And with that, I say thank you so much for watching this episode of Hawks Recap. Not a lot of games left, unfortunately, so we're going to try and finish off as strong as we can. Let me know your thoughts about the game and the team's performance and just anything, really. Edzo, guitars, I don't care. Let me know down in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate that as always. But most importantly, stay safe, make good decisions. Hooray, Edzo, and I'll see you next time.